Hello and welcome back to Needful Things again. We're working on a Christmas ornament. Now I have all my 4 pieces together. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do now. Make sure all your strings are at the top, which eventually will be the bottom. And we're just going to put them in half, fold them in half like this. I'm just going to get rid of this. Fold them in half. You can press them if you want to. I don't do that. I don't feel the need. Like this. Okay. Then we're going to take our needle and thread. Just a regular needle and thread. I'm using black because that's what I have. And right, like there's your center circle. So about right in the middle there, we're just going to sew them together. Very simple. Make sure your threads don't get, your tassels don't get thrown in there. We're just attaching them together. And we're going to do it back. You have 5 rows. So we have 1, 2 rows. We're just going to go down to about 2 rows. Just sewing them together. I'm going all the way through to the other side. And just go down to the bottom of the 2nd row. Like this. And then we're just going to cut, secure it. Give it a couple of little knots. And then just cut the thread. Gosh, the scissors. Then I'll retie my knot for my next one. And that's all we're going to do right now. So we'll do the next one. Just fold it over like a sandwich cookie. Oh, it's like a taco actually. It looks kind of like a taco. Then right in the center, we're just going to stitch them together. And then just like the other one, we'll just go in, going all the way through, you see? And stitch them down to that 2nd row. Okay. And then do the same thing, just knot it off a couple of times. And cut your thread. And do all 4 of your pieces like that. Okay, so do all of yours, fold them over and sew them together in the middle, keeping all your strings, loose strings that way to the end. Make sure they don't get sewn in, and I'll come back when we get that done. Okay, so now I've got all my little pieces together, looking like orange slices. I've sewn them all in the middle. And so now, well, since I've got different colored ones, I don't know what color you're doing. I'm going to put them together just like this. All those middle sections together. Get them lined up nice. Make sure all your strings are down. And we're going to check our thread. Same thread, go right through the middle of all of them. Right out the other side. And pull it a little taut, but squeeze it a little bit so that it doesn't pop apart. And just go back through and continue sewing them together. Don't squeeze them too hard, but make sure they're together. You know, sort of, you can see what I'm doing. And make sure you get through each and every one of them when you go through there. And we're just going to sew right up the side. Right up here. Looks like I might run out of thread. So I think I'm going to reset my needle. I'm just going to knot this one. Okay. Let's pick up where I left off. Now we're just going to go down the other end the same way. And we'll just knot this off. Okay, so now we've sewn them all together with all our tassels at the bottom, or strings, or whatever you want to call them. And this is what we have. You just open them up. Okay. So now I'm going to take our needle and we're going to connect this one to this one. So we're going to have this one flat space here. So go like in the center of this one. And then go to the center of this one and pull them together. Just like that. And just knot it. You can also sew a bead on here if you wanted to or something. I'll probably do rhinestones. Okay, then just cut that. Then we'll do the other side the same way. Find your middle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect's good, but it's not always necessary. And we're just going to sew the same way we did over there on that side. You could be really stickler if you wanted to and measure it all, but that might take some of the fun away. Okay. So then our next one will be, that was to that one. And that's what we're going to do all the way across. This one will go to this one, like so. I mean, not my little thread. Looks like it's about in the middle. Hope it is. Okay, let me get some more thread. pull this one up to match this one in the center. This is probably one of your most impressive ornaments you're going to make, but to me it's like one of the easiest to make. Unless you don't like to sew, and then you'll probably not think so. Okay, now we got this one here. So we find our middle. And we'll find our middle there. Now we have all our strings at the bottom. You can open these if you want to. They're also at the top. Now we have two of the same, and we're going to put them together to have one big ornament. Isn't that pretty? So what we're going to do now is, we have these here, they're all done up. And we're going to take some glue. Don't get your little strings in the way. And just put it down just like that. Or you could hot glue it, or I guess you could sew it, I don't know. So then we're going to match these up and glue them together. Just squeeze them in there gently. Then we're going to take our thread again, because the glue's in there. And we can see where we just pull these two pieces together. So I'm going to give these a little sew right here where we connected them together. So it has a little more support than just the glue, because that glue, it takes a little bit to get tacky. I could use clamps, but I don't really want to. Okay. Then we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. And basically we're just sewing the two sides together. So now we're going to go down here and sew these in. You basically same thing, you're just sewing your two sides together. Okay. Now we're going to do this end, so we want to pull all the little pieces back. Or if you don't want a tassel on the bottom of yours like I don't. I thought I did, but I'm not sure anymore. So, I'm just going to push all these inside. I think I'm going to cut them a little bit. And then cut your thread. You can push these open if you want to. Now this will be the top. You can cut those tails off and sew them in when you first make your pieces if you want to. Or you can use them to hang it with. So there's our lovely ornament. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we'll just put something, you know, to hang it. We'll make like a little hanger. But right now I'm just going to drag a piece of yarn through there. Isn't that pretty? I just love them. So have fun making them.